Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to your August monthly predictions for all 12 signs. Super excited to get into this. I have already shuffled the decks and everything like that as well. So these are going to be like quick fire readings that go through each individual sign. But it'll be like 5 minutes or something like that, right? So whatever messages need to come through is what you need to hear. Of course, remember to take what resonates and to leave what doesn't. Even though these are readings for all 12 signs, I am still connecting to the collective energy. So some messages maybe for some people, others not so much. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus as well for a full scope on what's going to happen this month of August. You can check out your rising sign for general predictions. You can check out your sun sign for things to do with the self maybe and your daily day-to-day activities. You can check out your moon for your inner subconscious and your emotions, and you can check out your Venus for love signs or for like what you could be manifesting as well, since Venus is the planet of attraction and stuff like that. So whatever you feel called to. So we can jump right in. All the timestamps will be in the description box below. And yeah, I have already shuffled the cards as well. If you are interested in the decks that I'm using, feel free to leave a comment because I generally forget to put the decks that I use in the description. Yeah, I think we can get started. So for Aries, for this month of August, your predictions are your tarot card. You have here the Nine of Wands, and your oracle card, you have companionship. So very interesting energy, Leo. Not Leo, oh my gosh, why did I go into Leo? That's interesting. You may want to check out Leo Aries if that's something that you are feel called to. But Aries, for this month of August here with the Nine of Wands and companionship. Let's check out what this says first. And don't mind my nails. It was supposed to be like this whole swampy green, but clearly I failed. It says here, giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. This is beautiful, but Aries, it seems as though this month of August you might feel a little bit closed off, a little bit on the defense kind of thing. Perhaps some sort of memories from the past that keep coming up, especially to do with friends and stuff, and then you might be feeling and thinking that you don't have the support that you really want. You don't really have the companionship that you desire as well. And so there's this longing kind of thing, right? This month of August, you might be longing for companionship. You might be longing for this close connection kind of thing. I'm noticing the elephants here as well, and elephants have a really good memory. So there's again things coming through about memories that could be affecting your month of August kind of thing. That's making you feel a little bit wow, sorry, my birds are like all over the place. That's making you feel kind of on the defense, kind of like blocked up kind of thing, right? These could be the memories that could be blocking you from actually moving forward. But at the same time, it's almost as if you have learned quite a lot through the past companionships that you may have had, the past relationships, whether romantic, platonic. That's kind of like sort of like have you on guard, or have you looking out for things and behaviors and habits in people that sort of like trigger those memories, if that makes sense, right? So there is this energy about needing some sort of strength as well for some of you Aries who are in a partnership as well. And if your relationship is having a few blockages, a few a few stagnations kind of thing, if things are feeling a bit stuck, if it's feeling like you're not able to move forward or communicate properly with your partner and everything, this is the energy about having the strength to stand up for yourself, as well as to hold your boundaries and everything, but also in learning to communicate your boundaries and learning to communicate, like what's going on with you kind of thing, right? It's kind of like trying to find the hope or the enlightenment through the stuckness, right? If that makes sense. So this month of August for you, Aries, is all about finding the strength within you to hold your ground, to hold your boundaries, but as well have compassion for yourself. And if you're in a close partnership and stuff as well, for the partner as well, right? This is about reaching some sort of middle ground and some sort of some sort of what's the word, like compromising kind of thing, right? Reaching some sort of compromisation, and yeah, in order to move forward kind of thing, right? This is in searching and going to the places that give you the support kind of thing, that can respect your boundaries and everything. But again, you are going to have to communicate those boundaries, Aries, right? So that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. Please do like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Taurus, here your cards for the month of August. You have the 10 of Pentacles, ooh, and then you have right now. Very interesting. So sorry, my birds are really loud as well. It's always when I start recording that they decide to scream their hearts out. It's like, yeah, even I want to be in the video, mommy. Okay, anyway, so here you have the caption for your oracle cards. It says here, stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. This is amazing. It's really just saying to stay in the present moment, right? And with the 10 of Pentacles here, it seems to make sense because Taurus, this month of August for you is all about being in the now, right? It's all about being present. It's all about realizing and recognizing the blessings that you have and enjoying these blessings, enjoying life in the now kind of thing, right? There could be some sort of win that you might have had, some sort of success that you had in the past, perhaps the last month or last couple of months kind of thing, or that you will sort of like reap the rewards of what you sow kind of thing, like what you were sowing, you are now reaping those rewards kind of thing, right? And so this really talks about now being able to enjoy that, being able to enjoy your successes as well, right? This talks about family as well. So this month of August could be really focused on your family, spending time with your family and stuff, right? Also, some of you could be actually getting married and everything because it's giving like partnership, it's giving long term, it's giving, you know, like the stability with a partner kind of thing, and taking it to the next level for the long term, for the future kind of thing, right? So perhaps a major decision when it comes to that as well, Taurus. Either way, this really talks about finding the peace in the present moment, finding the peace in where you are at right now, and in recognizing the blessings and being grateful for how far you've come and for your life right now, right? So I think that's really the message that's coming through, right? So Taurus, this month of August for you is all about staying in the present, enjoying life where you're at, being serious and committed to your goals as well is something that's coming through, and making sure that you're focusing on the now. Because if you focus too much on the future, if you're focusing too much of like the results that you want, you are kind of missing the point of what you're meant to do right now. You're kind of missing the point of the lessons and the experiences that you're meant to gain right now, that essentially build up your strength and build up your tolerance for the future, if that makes sense, right? So that is what I have for you, Taurus, this month of August. Thank you so much for being here with me. Please do like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. All right, Geminis, for this month of August, you have the Queen of Cups, and then you have delusion. Interesting. So this is a lot to do with your emotions as well. Let's see what it's saying here in your card. It says, intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. Very interesting. And I'm noticing also the chaos around. There's a lot of things. There's a lot that's happening in this card all around. But somehow this middle part remains intact and also remains protected kind of thing, right? So this could represent your heart center as well, or just you as a person, your soul and your spirit, which is really interesting. And the Queen of Cups obviously represents your emotions as well, right? So Gemini, this month of August for you is all about in channeling your emotions into creativity, if that makes sense, right? There is such a thing as being too delulu, you know, and sort of like getting lost in delulu land kind of thing, right? There is such a thing, and this month of August for you, that may come up. It's great to have a wild imagination. It is amazing to visualize your desires every day. But if you're getting lost in it, if you're getting sort of like letting it control you and keep you in this delusion kind of thing, you're not really going to get much done. You're just going to get lost, right? So there is a fine balance between remaining grounded and also allowing your imagination and your your desires and everything to come forth and run wild, right? So this talks about channeling. This month of August for you Geminis is all about channeling these emotions into the creativity and using your emotions to sort of like understand your intuition a little bit more as well, and understand what your desires are, and then get back to the reality, to the present of the moment, and sort of like build a grounded and realistic and thorough and very detailed kind of plan, right? That is going to get you to your desires. So be careful. It's a little bit of a warning here, Gemini. This month of August, you may be stuck in Delulu land a little bit, stuck in your imagination kind of thing. It can be a little bit dangerous because it can get to a point of obsession. So there is, again, this fine line between allowing your imagination to go completely vivid and run wild, and also to sort of like ground your emotions and take those actionable steps towards your desires, right? Whatever that may be, whether it's relationships or career, work, finances, whatever it may be. A little bit of a warning. Try not to get really delusional about it. Like all these spiritual sort of videos that you could be watching and stuff like that could put you in a place where it could just kind of confuse you, right? So make sure you come back to yourself, to your intuition, and it doesn't matter about anything else on the side or anyone else on the side. You shouldn't be comparing yourself or anything. Instead, just sort of like refocus your energy and direct it towards your path and towards your goals, right? So that is what I have for you, Gemini, for this month of August. Thank you so much for being here with me. Please do like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, Cancers, for this month of August, here you have the Five of Swords. And you have receiving. This is interesting, very interesting. Noticing the blues as well, right? So in your oracle card here, Cancers, it says, every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan, to trust my inner guidance. This is beautiful energy, okay? And the Five of Swords kind of represents the inner conflict that you could be facing as well, right? The conflict between giving too much and allowing yourself to receive, and also that conflict about letting things go, right? In order to receive, you have to let some things go, is what this is saying, as how this guy is sort of like releasing the bird into the ethers. It's kind of like releasing your desires and trusting that you can do this, trusting that you are going to receive your desires or whatever is meant for you kind of thing, right? Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. This is really to do with an inner conflict this month, Cancers. It's almost like as if you know exactly what you need to do, you know exactly what you want to do, but this inner conflict here is causing you to sort of like wrap yourself around your thoughts, around fears, around insecurities kind of thing, right? There's a lot of conflict. There is something about loss as well, as it says in the keywords here, letting go, like loss and everything, right? Some sort of inner turmoil, some sort of inner conflicts. I did want to pull for you a clarification card, but let's just do this. Two of Wands, to do with a decision, right? So this is to do with a decision. This is about moving forward. The Two of Wands takes matters into their own hands, and that's what this talks about. You have to take your inner conflict and whatever is happening within into your own hands, Cancers. You have to basically find a way to not really overcome, but to like bulldoze, not really bulldoze through either, but to find a way around this inner conflict that you can still go about your goals, that you can still go about your desires kind of thing, right? If you have to trick your insecurities and trick your fears into making you think that you're not going to do something, but you actually do it in a different, more fun kind of way that is actually like fulfilling you, that brings you that inner fulfillment, then do that, right? But this is really about taking matters into your own hands this month, Cancer, and finding ways to let go, okay, to let go of things, to be at peace. And it's kind of like that energy of radical acceptance, right? It's kind of like radically accepting where you're at right now, letting go of things that just no longer belong, allowing yourself to, yes, feel your fears and all that, because those are triggers, and those are sort of like, that's your body letting you know what it is that's kind of like, you know, holding you back, what it is that you are actually afraid of, kind of thing. So allow yourself to reflect, allow your body to feel what it needs to feel, but also learn to let go. Every single day, practice letting something go that just no longer belongs, kind of thing, right? Whether this is something physical as well, material things, whatever it may be. This really talks about learning to let go and learning to take matters into your own hands and take control over your own life and your inner conflicts, right? The things that you do have control over. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Cancers. Thank you so much for being here with me. Please do like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. If I can get this card up, whatever. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye. All right, Leos, happy birthday, Leos. Your cards for the month of August here, you have the 10 of Wands. Eesh. But that's not so bad, right? I knew it. An energetic clearing. Literally, as I said, it's not so bad is when I felt that energy of things being released. And then here we have energetic clearing. And we also have our Kalima here as well, who always comes through when things need to be cleared out in a very drastic way, like in a very poof, like a nuclear kind of way, right? So it says here in your oracle card, it says, during crisis, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. I love this because it's really saying that a divine power, that a bigger power is at play here for you, Leos, this month. Things are clearing out from the past, right? The 10 of Wands does represent an overload. It does represent an overload of responsibilities as well, burdens on your shoulders, kind of thing. And so this can talk about, I love how my birds always just start, you know, yapping when I'm supposed to be doing a reading, like literally, and they want to be way louder than me. So if they are too loud, I'm still trying to figure out how to sort of like cancel out noises and stuff in the background. So until that time, I'm so sorry, but what can I do? Okay, so this now talks about, Leos, the releasing of those burdens, right? A lot of demands on your shoulders, kind of thing. A lot of, you know, responsibilities that you may have taken on, even if they were responsibilities of others, and sort of putting it on yourself now. And this doesn't have to be just from like this year or just this month and everything, right? This feels like past burdens and past responsibilities of others that you've just been putting on your shoulders that you're just tired of now, Leo. And so divine intervention is coming through. You know, the divine is coming through and is like intervening in this situation and saying, okay, we can see that you have a lot on your shoulders, that you have a lot on your plate. We can see that you're tied down and that you're literally standing in a burning house. So we're going to we're going to remove things, and it may feel kind of drastic. It may feel kind of like, you know, why is this happening kind of thing for some things, Leo. So do pay attention to that, right? Even if things are coming through in a very drastic kind of way, just know that it could, like, it very well could be related to this energetic clearing that's taking place, right? So you're gonna have to know again what to fight for and when to let go of. But in this case, it's really seeming as though this this intervention that's taking place is the removal of things that no longer belong, that isn't yours to carry, kind of thing, right? It also really talks about you being aware of what's yours to carry and what's not yours to carry, because that's also going to help the universe pinpoint what it is that you want to remove, right? Remember that you're working together with the universe, you're working together with the divine to clear out your energy, right? So even writing down things that you no longer want in your life, kind of thing, will sort of give the universe the task to remove those things, right? So be specific, be as you know, as to the point as you need to be, kind of thing, so that it helps this process to clear things out. Also, if you have been thinking about it this month, if things get a little bit heavy for you, Leos, this talks about maybe doing some spell work, maybe energetic cleansing or whatever it is, if that resonates for you kind of thing, just to help your process to release, right? Just to prepare your body to release this thing so that it's not a shock to you kind of thing, right? So Leos, this month of August for you, your birthday month, is a very big and powerful month because it really is going to clear out a lot of things that just no longer belong. It's going to clear out a lot of burdens, a lot of responsibilities that were not yours to carry as well. Some things are already completed, right? And some things you just don't need to carry anymore. This also talks about motherhood as well, right? Stresses of motherhood and stuff. There is something that is being cleared out so that you can be rejuvenated this month, Leo. All right, so be prepared for that, and also be aware of what it is in your life that you want to get rid of to help the universe help you kind of thing, right? So that is what I have for you, Leos. Thank you so much for being here. Please do like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will speak to you soon. Bye. Okay, Virgos, for this month of August here, you have the Nine of Pentacles and you have change. Ooh, and I love the blues. It's very, very pretty. So blues could be related to your throat chakra as well. It could be related to the emotions of sadness, melancholy, or calmness as well, sleep and stuff, right? So all these things could play a part in this month of August for you. So the oracle card here says change. It says, when the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. So this is amazing. Also noticing the butterflies, which are blue as well. Love that. So Virgo, this month of August here really talks about making the changes into making your life a more satisfactory and sustainable and calm sort of environment, right? This Nine of Pentacles does represent accomplishments. It does represent your hard work paying off kind of thing. It does represent that moment where you can rest, where you can gain your energy and sort of like just be satisfied in the moment kind of thing, right? Also talks about like the garden that you have created, the garden that you have tended to is basically going to bear fruit kind of thing, right? You're noticing your growth. You're noticing how far you've come this month, the month of August, Virgo. There are also some things to do with changes, right? This is to do with changes in your day-to-day life. If you have been going through life every day, kind of doing things that no longer take you forward, perhaps habits or like routines kind of thing that aren't like very fulfilling, that aren't bringing you success or anything, this is where the changes take place, right? This is when you let go of your ego, when you let go of holding on and trying to control how life goes and other people, how they behave towards you and all that stuff, right? Or how people think, feel, and all that stuff, or how life should go kind of thing, right? Because life is messy. Life is like, it has its ups and downs kind of thing, and life is unpredictable, believe it or not. As a reader myself, I can tell you that life is very unpredictable. And even in doing readings and stuff as well, right? Spirit will sometimes give you the full message, and sometimes they will hold things back because any knowledge of the future can kind of like alter things. And so this is where you are at in your situation, right, Virgo? It's like where you cannot go on trying to predict the future and trying to predict what could happen for you, or trying to sort of like control. Yes, you can manipulate energies to get what you desire kind of thing, but when it comes to that point of obsessive control, then you're no longer in control actually. Then you're sort of like, like your energy is kind of chaotic all over the place, when the true magic here, the true spell here really talks about letting go of trying to control, right? Not allowing your ego to sort of dictate your life, and instead leaving it to your higher self to go through life, to flow through life kind of thing, right? So Virgos, this month of August really talks about making those changes to your day-to-day routines, to your daily life, that will bring you satisfaction, that will bring you stability, whether financial or generally in life, right? Is to really focus on your accomplishments, is to focus on going, yeah, and focus on putting in the effort into your success, your accomplishments and everything, right, into your goals and stuff, and making the necessary changes to grow as a person, you know, as a human being kind of thing as well, right? Just to make life more easier, just to make life flow easier as well, right, where you don't have to feel the need to control everything. So that is the message that I have for you, Virgo. This month of August is all about making those changes and putting in the daily work, right? The routines and everything, and being patient in it as well, right? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Do like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Oh my God, man, these nails. Do like, share, all that stuff. And thank you for being here. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye. All right, Libras, we have for your month of August, we have the Knight of Swords and we have your path. Ooh, interesting, Libras. This really talks about your direction this month, huh? The message on your oracle card here says, "Dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions." This is so beautiful, because also the Knight of Swords represents your mental state. It represents life's highs and lows. It represents your mental conflict and stuff as well, right? To do with your path. So Libras, this month may really feel like you might be out of touch, that you might be sort of like misaligned a little bit, or you might be unsure about what your path is. This could be a month where you make a major decision to do with your career path, to do with your life path, whatever it may be, that can kind of like shift things for you, shift your mental state and everything, just shift the energy that you're approaching life with, right? So with the Knight of Swords here, this talks about resolving conflict, whether external or internal. This feels more like external, perhaps conflict with friends or family or something like that, people who are close to you kind of thing. This talks about solving the conflict. This talks about putting your ego aside, getting your facts straight and everything as well, and communicating clearly and honestly and righteously as well, right? In a very righteous and just manner, in a straightforward manner kind of thing, right? So this month of August for you, Libra, is all about making major decisions, and it's all about communicating clearly what your decisions are, what your path is, whatever it may be, right? There is this energy of communication in whatever matters it may be. If there is tension, make sure that you are putting in the energy and that you're putting in the thought and effort into solving this tension, into resolving the conflicts and everything as well, right? Libra, this month of August for you really talks about your path, really talks about the decisions that you're making in relation to your path will make a huge difference this month, okay? Your decisions and your plans and whatever it is that you are putting your energy into will make a huge difference, because it is what will determine where you go from here kind of thing, right? It will determine your path kind of thing. It will determine your direction, right? And so this is a little affirmation as well that you can say when you're feeling like you want to get in tune kind of thing, right? Dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions, right? So you can keep repeating this to yourself every single day, even if it's going to help kind of thing, right? Because affirmations can essentially shift the energy, can shift the mindset, but you have to really believe in it. You have to really put the intention that you want to make these changes, right? That you want to focus on your path kind of thing, right? So Libra, this month of August talks about your decisions, talks about resolving conflicts, talks about communicating clearly, honestly, and in a just manner to align you onto your path, right? Major decisions have to be made, and they have to be made through a clear head, a clear heart as well, so that the fears and illusions don't decide for you, right? That is what I have for you, Libra. Thank you so much for being here. Please do like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will speak to you soon. Bye. Scorpios, for this month of August here, you have the Seven of Pentacles, nice, and then you have Limitless. Ooh, Scorpios, this is amazing because it really talks about that your potentials and your goals. Well, it talks about how your goals have massive potential, okay? It talks about how your goals and your potential and your options are limitless kind of thing, right? It says here, and I love how that basically shows how many options that you have available, and that it's kind of like a wheel, that options and you know, blessings and stuff and gifts and everything will constantly come through because it's a constant wheel, right? So if you can imagine this wheel moving towards here, it's like you can pick up, you know, like the image that came through is in like a Japanese restaurant or something like that, in like a Asian restaurant or something, how they have you know, like the water that sort of like is running in front of you, and then they have the noodles that come through kind of thing, right? And then you can pick the noodles out from this flowing water and put it into your bowl kind of thing. It's giving that kind of energy, like there's constantly food coming through, there's constantly gifts and options kind of thing coming through that you can just pick out what you want kind of thing, right? It's limitless, Scorpio. So it says here, see yourself open to receive. Sorry, my birds were really loud. I had to like stop for a second because it seems that they love talking louder than me, and it always gets so chatty whenever I have to start a video. But anyway, so it says here, limitless, see yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone. I love this. So the divine and the universe can use any sort of situation, any person kind of thing to come through and sort of like as an option, right? To come through as a sort of like insight or an experience or something that you can learn, something that you can gain from that experience that will help you in your journey kind of thing, right? Because this is a thing, right? If you're closed off and if you expect blessings or to receive opportunities and stuff in just one linear way, you're blocking out a lot that could come through in different ways, right? Because the universe can send anything and anyone to your life that will help you gain something, that will help you gain some sort of opportunity or something, right? They could come through as an opportunity kind of thing. They can send animals, they can send plants or pets or whatever it may be, people, experiences, travels, whatever it may be, right? So when you are open to that wider spectrum of opportunities that could come through, you become limitless, right? You become like there is no stop, basically. You know, the options and all the stuff will, you know, the blessings and everything will continue to come through. It makes you limitless, right? When you're open-minded, when you're open-hearted and everything as well, right? To an extent, of course, this is not saying to be open to anything and everything. You still have to have discernment. But when you are open generally spiritually, right, you become limitless because you start to see opportunities in people, in things, in you know, routines, in lifestyles, in whatever experiences it may be that could bring you, you know, the potential success kind of thing, right? So Scorpio, this month of August for you is all about really practicing, like that daily practicing in being limitless, right? When you see yourself open to receive in the most miraculous and you know, weirdest, strangest kind of ways, that opens you up, right? The divine will send anything and anyone basically to, you know, to protect you, to bring you these desires and blessings and everything, right? I'm losing my train of thought and my words is kind of like spirit is slowing down. Like I think that was the main message that was done. But yeah, basically Scorpio, this month of August, get your routines in line with making yourself limited. And limitless, sorry, my bad. Making yourself limitless, right? Is in opening your mind, your heart, and your vision to the possibilities that life has to offer and move in your daily life according to that, right? Know that from a tiny seed can grow a huge tree that will bear fruit, and that is already in itself like a miracle, right? So seeing the miracles in things, seeing the miracles in life, seeing the sort of like the the potential in things as well is what's really going to help you during this month of August, Scorpio, right? So that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. Please do like, share, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. All right, Sagittarius, we have here for the month of August, you have the Three of Cups. Ooh, nice. And we have guidance here. Love it. And I'm noticing the yellows as well. What is yellow? Yellow is the solar plexus, is it not? Wow, solar plexus. That's amazing. Solar plexus. So yeah, I think so. But anyway, I just have to double check. But there is something about travel. There is something about spending time with like friends and family. There's something about going on trips and stuff for you this month, Sagittarius. Let's see what the oracle card says. It says here, I hope you can see this as well. It's not really focusing too much. Okay, it says, when you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. I love this. This really talks about your North Star as well. And what the North Star is generally is just your direction, is generally, what you're meant to be doing in this life, what you desire, like your highest purpose in this lifetime kind of thing, right? And people can be like some people could be very aware of what that is, others not so much. If you're in this stage where you're not sure, this month of August will really open up the doors through travel, through experiences and stuff as well, Sagittarius. You could really shift in a sense of what your life purpose could be, right? Into what your North Star could be, the direction that you want to go kind of thing. And keep in mind that you can change your mind anytime. Anyone can change their mind at any time when it comes to career path, when it comes to all those things. You can change your mind, but when that spiritual divine focus is in one place, like it's in that direction, that you just know that it doesn't matter what you're doing in life, you just know that this is what you want to achieve, or this is what you want to do kind of thing. Then you're set kind of thing, right? Then it doesn't matter the career path, it doesn't matter the material things in life kind of thing, right? It just matters the direction that you're going and whether you are fulfilling that prophecy, if that makes sense, right? Wow, prophecy, it became so deep suddenly, but it really is feeling that way for you, Sagittarius, this month, that your direction may change, that not really change, but you may be re-enlightened, if that makes sense, right? Maybe reignited kind of thing. The Three of Cups does represent celebrations, family, abundance, joy, sharing with friends as well, being open, being vulnerable, having this experience with close-knit friends and stuff, right? With family and everything as well, taking care of your friends, taking care of your family, and vice versa kind of thing. There is this energy where, Sagittarius, you may get to a place where people will be looking up to you because of your experiences and how you have managed to shift it into sort of like into alignment in a sense. Oh my goodness, sorry, there was like chaos out there as well. So the neighbors have pigeons, okay, and like a lot of them, and so whenever the pigeons sort of like get freaked out, because there are a lot of hawks as well, like eagles and hawks, then my birds get freaked out too. And so I just saw some chaos out there. Anyway, story time over. Like, why am I even saying that? But anyway, I mean, maybe it's for the reason that, to remain calm or something, even during chaos and stuff, and to watch the chaos from the inside out, if that makes sense. Who knows? Anyway, if that resonates with someone, it resonates with someone. But basically, this month of August for you, Leo, really talks about that energy of spending time with friends and family, and in cultivating joy and cultivating abundance and enlightenment kind of thing, based on using your experiences as guidance. Again, people may look up to you this month, or at least in the next couple of months, because of this energetic shift that you may go through this month. People may look up to you as someone who they can seek advice from, and this could well be attached to or related to your life path kind of thing, right? It could be related to your North Star and everything, right? So this month of August for you, Sagittarius, really talks about that alignment and shift to your North Star, to your goals kind of thing, right? To your divine, and constantly making it that you are focusing and doing things not based on ego, not based on fears or illusions or delusions kind of thing, but always based on your inner guidance and divine intelligence kind of thing, right? So a very powerful energy. It's not something that can be explained in words very easily, but it is something that is experienced. It's something that experienced on a very spiritual, deep level, right? So that's super exciting for you, Sagittarius, to be honest. But yes, there could be some travel and everything involved as well. Perhaps even travel for this sort of spiritual enlightenment kind of thing, right? Or a travel that ends up becoming a very spiritual sort of like journey kind of thing, or a spiritual opening kind of thing. And take it how it resonates. But that is what I have for you this month, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for being here. Please do like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff if you feel called, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, Capricorns here for the month of August. Here you have the Seven of Cups, interesting, and you have divine flow. Okay, very interesting. So lots of options happening around here, a need to open yourself up to the different options and choices that you may have as well. Let's see what it says here in the oracle cards. It says, eventually one sublime desire. Wow, interesting. We're talking about desires. This could be all the desires as well. It says, eventually one sublime desire takes precedence over all others, to follow the Tao, the divine flow, at all costs. Very interesting, Capricorn. This month of August here, you could be placed with a lot of options, a lot of different things set out in front of you that you could or could not do, perhaps even making choices and stuff. The thing is that you're not approaching these choices with a blind eye, because you know what they have in store, right? When you sit down with each option that you may have, you could essentially see what it could bring, right? So you're stepping into this month without, not with like ignorance, or not with not with ignorance, or not with a lack of knowledge or wisdom. You're stepping into this knowing what you're getting into, and knowing that the options set in front of you, you could always find out details about it in some way or another, right? So this really talks about research. Lovely. It talks about research as well, right? So there are some options set in front of you that could be related to perhaps your fears or your desires or your obsessions kind of thing, and you would be aware of that. There could be options set in front of you that's related to some sort of travel or some sort of experience, some sort of thing that's completely separate from the path that you're currently on, and you will know what that is kind of thing, right? So there is this sense of approaching the options, approaching all these decisions that you may have set in front of you this month of August, and sort of like knowing what it entails, knowing what you're going to get if you choose that option kind of thing, right? And eventually, knowing all of this, you're going to find out, you're going to learn, or you're going to, like through wisdom and everything as well, you're going to accept the decision or the option that you know is the desire for you, right? It has way more priority, basically. It takes precedence over all others kind of thing, right? And that's what you know. And that is going to be related to some sort of divine path, some sort of spiritual path, some sort of what's the word that's coming through? It's not going to be something that's shallow, basically. It's not going to be something that's material. It's not going to be something like a flame, like the passion kind of thing. It's not going to be something that's like burns up, quick success and everything, that's so passionate and then suddenly dies down. It's not going to be something of extremes, like extreme workaholic or something like that as well. There's going to be a balance. It's not going to be something that's very material, that only brings you material happiness and satisfaction, and not internal spiritual satisfaction and happiness and joy kind of thing, right? It's not going to be something that's based on your obsessions, your fears, and all of that. It's not going to be based on on shallow things, basically. You get the point kind of thing, right? It's going to be something that's like, you're going to go by your instincts, you're going to go by your intuition, you're going to go by what you know is spiritually aligned with you, Capricorn, right? So this month of August is about making those difficult choices, but you're not coming at it with an ignorant mind. You're not coming at it with rose-colored glasses. You know exactly what it is that you're getting yourself into with each option, with each desire, and essentially choosing like what is right for you, kind of thing, right? And the choice is in your hands. Remember that this is free will. It's kind of like if you know what you're getting into and it's not in alignment and yet you go for it anyway, that's going to be on you, right? So there is a sense of fear in knowing that you are entirely responsible for the choices that you make, especially this month of August. But you've got this, Capricorn. There is this energy of approaching it with that Capricorn sense, with the whole energy of like, I'm going to climb this mountain no matter how difficult it may be, kind of thing, right? So Capricorn, this month of August talks about divine flow through the choices that you're making, right? And knowing that the choices that you make has to come from that inner, like, you know, the inner sanctuary, the inner desires, the highest self kind of thing, right? Your spiritual divine flow kind of thing. So yeah, hope that makes sense. That is what I have for you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here. Please do like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Aquarius, for this month of August, you have here the Page of Wands. And then you have here, ooh, divine abundance. I love it. And I'm loving the greens as well. Green is related to heart chakra, if I'm not mistaken. So that could play a part here as well. There's also something to do with your passions as well. Very interesting. So the oracle card here for divine abundance says, you were born to align with love's will. Follow the Tao and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. I love it. I love it. I love it, because this Page of Wands talks about your spirituality as well, right? It talks about your spiritual journey. It talks about learning and growing, because this is the page. It's still quite young. It's not like a king energy. It's not a queen energy. So there is a sense of like immaturity as well, of course, in childishness, a little bit of flakiness, perhaps a lack of work ethic, you know, a lack of that grounded, mature work ethic kind of thing. So when it comes to this month of August for you, Aquarius, it talks about shifting and realigning. This could also be a move, right? If you're thinking about moving out of country, moving homes for a different experience kind of thing, perhaps even moving jobs or something as well, so that you can gain more experience kind of thing. This is what that talks about. It does talk about making a change or shifting, something to do with a shift in your energy, a shift in your path, or something to do with your spiritual path, maybe even career path, home, whatever it may be. There is a shift here, right? There's some good news coming through this month for you, Aquarius, that essentially makes this shift take place, right? So focusing your energy, focusing your desires and your thoughts and your visions on what it is that you want to achieve will help you this month of August, Aquarius. But don't get lost in it, of course, because this talks about taking the action. This talks about putting the energy and effort into something, into your goals, into your plans, whatever it is, right? There's something about communication happening as well. I don't have my clarification cards, but let me just do this. Five of Pentacles, yeah. To do with a loss. There is something about communication to do with a loss or leaving something behind. This does really give the energy of moving, perhaps even moving from the home. And yeah, just generally about moving, good news and communication related to a move that will essentially lead to divine abundance for you, Aquarius. So it's almost as if like this news that's coming through, the action that you're taking towards your abundance, towards your desires, is exactly what you're meant to be doing, because it is essentially teaching you how to grow. It's essentially building your experience in these desires that you want. And it's also aligning you with your love's will, pretty much, right? So Aquarius, this month of August for you is all about communication, is all about like good communication as well, right? And in the communication with yourself especially, because you have to communicate with yourself so that you know that you're on the right track, that your head and your heart is on the right track into what abundance is for you, right? Into what abundance means for you, kind of thing. So a lot of growth to take place, a lot of learning as well, that will really help you through this process, to align you with love's will, to align you with your own will. Also in having that confidence, to knowing that this life experience is, you know, essentially just that, right? It's an experience that you get to experience, pretty much, that you get to live, right? That you get to live through, you get to experience life this way, and that will bring about abundance and growth. And there's this energy of knowing that you are the creator of your life, that you are the one who makes the moves, right? So a lot of growth happening for you this month of August, Aquarius. Movement as well, perhaps travel, that will essentially, maybe even travel for spiritual endeavors and stuff as well. Communication that comes through, right? A lot of learning, a lot of growth, a lot of experiences to be built, right? So be open to this, because essentially this is what's aligning you to, you know, your path, to your love's will, kind of thing, right? To your spiritual growth. If you are in a place where you are learning about spiritualism or spirituality or something, oh my gosh, there's a fly over there. Well, not really a fly, but it's one of those small bugs kind of thing. Yeah, so if you are working on your spiritual journey, if you're working on your spiritual lessons and stuff like that as well, right? Lessons in spirituality, spiritualism, maybe tarot, whatever it is, divination. This month for you is a perfect month to be learning and growing in that craft, right? Because that is what is going to lead you to the divine abundance. So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope that this reading resonated. Please do like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye. And finally, here we have Pisces for the month of August here. Oh my goodness, wow. We have the Tower. And then we have clearing. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Nothing to be worried about, Pisces, because this month of August for you is all about clearing things up, right? It's all about that huge spark, the huge storm that happens out of nowhere, but not really out of nowhere. Hey, play nice please. But not really out of nowhere, because it's like, it's a long time coming. There's something that was built on such a shaky foundation, on such shaky ground. It's kind of like building on mud, kind of thing, right? Mud that goes deep into the core of the earth. It's gonna tilt, it's gonna like lean on. It's like, hey, play nice please, thank you very much. Yeah, so with this energy for you, Pisces, let's first of all read your oracle card. Before I start channeling too hard, I forget to read it. It says here, and I hope that it's focusing, it says, as true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. Oh wow, I love that. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine to God's. Such freedom. Oh my gosh, this is amazing energy for you, Pisces, because whatever gunk that was stuck, especially spiritual stuff, energetic stuff, this feels like such an energetic hold that had on you, especially all of that, some sort of new insight, some sort of epiphany, a spiritual awakening that took place or will take place this month, that will clear out all this egocentric sort of like experiences and things, material things, and all that gunk that is blocking you essentially from being the Pisces that you are, into going like to flowing with life and everything like that, is being cleared out. This eye over here lets me know that you have been watching this, that also spirit has been watching this for you. Oopsie, my light just went off. Let me just try and fix that up right now. It's gonna be like, okay, I guess it's just how it is, eh? Yeah, it's just not gonna work anymore. Sorry, Pisces. But I'm gonna take it how it is, because seriously, the like, this is could be symbolic as well, right? Like, things may seem kind of dark, things may seem kind of dreary and in the shadows kind of thing, before things light up kind of thing, right? So things are clearing. So this month of August, you may feel like you are sort of left in the dark a little bit. You may feel as though things are not lit up in your life and things are feeling a bit dark and dreary. Do not succumb to this energy. Allow yourself to feel it, yes, but do not succumb, because it is clearing things out, right? This is where all that gunk gets cleared out. A bit heavy for you, Pisces, but this is all being released, right? As long as you're open, as long as you know that this clearing, this energetic clearing and stuff as well, is for your benefit, is for your growth, is to invite in the new, like new opportunities and new insights and new experiences. Kind of, hey, please play nice. Oh my gosh, Peggy's doing a little dancey dance. He's doing his mating dance, so trying to impress Luna, and Luna gets so mad she just bites at him and stuff. She's like, stop doing that. Yeah, so that's essentially what's happening. But yeah, with your energy, Pisces, this is now like literally about clearing things out, right? All that gunk that did not belong, all those things that were built on shaky foundations, the relationships, the friendships, the lovers, the past experiences, the habits, the thoughts, the fears, all those things are being cleared out this month of August. So a heavy month, yes, but an eye-opening month. An eye-opening month, because you're going to start to see how things have been blocking you, what has been blocking you as well from reaching your goals, from clearing things out, right? Also noticing the greens. So this is to do with your heart chakra. This is to do with the space in your chest area, right? That is sort of like holding on to anger, holding on to fears, holding on to anxieties and stuff like that. That is preventing you from, hey, please. That's preventing you from essentially allowing, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. They're going to be so loud. I know that. And they're going to be louder than my voice. So I'm sorry. And I haven't fully understood how to remove background noises and stuff like that, or at least lower the background noise. So I'm sorry if they're too loud. Forgive them, little birdies. So yeah, this basically talks about that clearing, right? The clearing of what doesn't belong, right? And it could be feeling really healthy is what I wanted to say. It could be feeling really heavy, right? But the unhealthy things that's blocking you in your path is what is clearing away. Know that the universe and your guides will never ever take away things that are good for you. They will always take away things that no longer belong. But in order to do that, you have to also recognize the things that do hold you back within yourself, the fears, the insecurities, the anxieties, all of that, the anger. Okay. The anger and everything, right, that you're holding on to is what needs to be recognized, to be released. You are working hand in hand with the universe here. And also, whether you like it or not, what doesn't belong will be cleared away. So now is a perfect time to become more open and sort of accept the things that you cannot change, because the Tower card is something related to what you cannot change. This is something that is divinely, it's a divine intervention. It's spiritual awakening. It is an epiphany that is so big that it changes your entire worldview. It changes your entire lifestyle and all those things as well, right? So things are clearing out for you, Pisces, this month of August. Be prepared. Give yourself the time, the compassion. It's not the time to force anything at all this month, because there are things that's being destroyed, because there is a huge epiphany that's taking place that will make you realize, holy shit, I cannot go on like this anymore. I have to clear some things out, basically, right? And that's what this month is going to be for you, Pisces. I am going to pull a little bit of I haven't got my clarification cards, but let's just see. Oh, beautiful. Yes. So it is a time to really go within. It's a time to fill yourself up with divine light, basically, however that means for you. That's the message that did come through. Fill yourself up with divine light, as in fill your soul up, fill yourself up with the things that is going to help you through, that's going to heal you, that's going to nurture you, kind of thing. So good food, sleep, relaxation and stuff as well, right? And then you can also go like further into that, which is doing things like your hobbies and stuff as well, right? Spiritual clearing and everything, you know, spells and stuff, if that's what you're interested in. Whatever it is that's going to fill your energy up is the place that you need to be, basically, right? Is what you need to be doing this month of August, right? That is what I have for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope that your reading resonated. Please do like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will speak to you soon. Bye.